That's the energy though, right there though. Yeah. Cry with me. Yeah. Pour juice inside the soda, turn it over, watch it sing. Yeah. Sometimes it might be purple, sometimes it might be that pink. Probably roll that purple diesel, that shit Cuban like my links. But I really like that Cali, cause that shit don't make me trip. Rather flip a boat, nigga, I still serve a zip. I remember being broken, I was down bad on my dick. And she used to call me ugly, now lil' shawty let me hit. Wait, well maybe it's just Bully, got a nigga confident. They roll that purple diesel, that shit Cuban like my links. But I really like that Cali, cause that shit don't make me trip.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Millennial Mentality Podcast. I am your host, Nick Agnelli, here with my co-host, Peter Price, and Naro, our friend Naro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, little background on how I know Naro. He was, again, a guest from Dwyer High School, as most of our guests probably will be alumni of Dwyer High School. But another Dwyer High School alumni. So we met him in high school, and Naro has just been always such a genuine person. You feel that energy off of him. I remember, like, we had one or two classes together in high school, and he just had this cool ambiance about him. And on top of that, he was really good friends. Both him and my brother-in-law were on the baseball team, so
Facts.
that they knew each other through that. Matt Adamowicz and Naro. So that's how Naro and I never really hung out in high school. Like, we weren't an out-of-school crowd, but we definitely knew of each other.
Facts.
And he was always really cool. What was your relationship in high school?
Me and Naro played baseball together at Dwyer.
Facts.
Yeah. Throwback.
Yeah.
D-block.
That baseball team was low-key crazy, man.
We're low-key stacked.
Yeah.
We're stacked.
But I feel like I'm talking about party crazy. Like, you guys.
they were wild, too.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
wild.
We're nuts. We had a heavy beef with Gardens for no reason. It was just some high school bullshit.
Was that our high school that pissed in a bucket and put it in
Yeah.
their dugout? Was that you?
Yeah, that was me.
You
That was me.
personally?
Facts. Hey, shout out my boys though. You know we had to do that. I love y'all boys.
No, I need you to walk me through
It
that
was a
story.
heavy
What is
beef.
your story?
So that shit was crazy, bro. So it was coming up. It was a huge rivalry. We had ongoing like beef on like PB Game Time. PB Game Time was big. PB Game Time was huge back then. So
Was
we
that
were,
through the Palm Beach Post?
yeah. So bro, people would always write shit. You know, the power rankings would come up. We wanted to win states that year. We had a whole squad stack. My boy Jamal had transferred over as well. So our team was looking like the team to beat, you know? Gardas always would talk shit. So there was a couple party incidents that happened. They kicked us out of one of their parties, and we're like, all right, fuck these boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's on. Yeah, fuck it. So we hated them as it is.
Any hands ever thrown?
No hands ever thrown, bro.
No, personally. Yeah.
No personal hands ever thrown, bro. A lot of word exchanges, but no hands ever thrown. So our coach actually at the time suggested, like, senior pranks coming up. Like, damn, imagine if you guys did, pissed in the, use this piss bucket, right?
He's the one that had the micro idea to do that?
Yeah, but he said it bullshit, and I'm like, damn, this is a fucking good ass idea. I'm like, you know what? Like, yo, fuck this. Let's do this shit. So, bro, we were pissing in this bucket for weeks.
No.
You're kidding me.
Weeks. I'm talking about there was a dead lizard in there. Lizard had no color on it. No color on it, bro, because we were pissing in this bucket for weeks, bro. So, it's just going down. Boom. Coach spills it. He's like, yo, this shit smells insane.
Yeah.
Like, every it's in a corner behind the batting cages. So, like, as soon as the wind blows by it, you can smell it, and everybody's like, damn, this shit smells crazy.
And it was you and multiple other teammates pissing, or just you?
No, the whole squad.
Okay.
Hey, shout out my squad. Shout out everybody was pissing in it, bro. So he dumped it a couple of times on us, actually, bro. And then one time we were able to hide it and let it build up. It was probably like 3 weeks, bro. 3 weeks of just accumulate. It just smelled insane. So I to lunch. I was like, fuck it. I ran back there. I actually had Mr. Bonet's class.
Yeah.
I had Mr. Bonet's, and I was like, yo, I'm right here. Fuck it. So I go back there. We're about to play them in a big game right before the playoffs, I'm pretty sure. If I'm not correct, yeah. It was like right before the playoffs. It was our last game we faced them before the playoffs. They're coming to our house. We're like, we're gonna beat these boys tonight, and we're gonna prank them. Boom. We come through. I go back there. I get the piss bucket. I walk in around, bro. This shit is heavy. It's heavy. just spilling on me, spilling on my shoes, smells insane.
Nah.
Yeah, bro. So I go into their dugout and I'm like, how should I spill this?
Spilled on my shoes.
First thing I do, I
That
walk
is
in
nasty.
I walk in the corner and just take a piss myself. Before even dumping the bucket, I'm like, all right, boom. And then I was like, okay.
Let me get this out of
I was
the
like,
way.
yo, I gotta get I gotta get the seats, and then I gotta get the railing. I was
You're
like,
in the dugout?
yeah, I'm in the dugout. I'm in their dugout.
Yeah.
Bro, so boom. Spill it everywhere. It's on the railing. It's on the seats. Everywhere, bro. 5 o'clock comes. We have to hit BP, before the game.
Yeah.
Everybody, we're pre-gaming. Bro, it's like settling in because the sun.
Oh, God.
And it just smells crazy, bro.
No way.
So, like, anytime you get anywhere in the vicinity of that dugout, you're just like, holy shit. This
Oh,
smells
my
crazy. It smelled
God.
like just a fucking Lollapalooza of bums just ran in there and just peed everywhere, bro. Shit smells crazy. So we're waiting. We see them start to get there. We're like, okay, it's go time. You see their parents going by the visitor side, and they're just like, like it smells crazy. The kids start walking in there. The coach walks in there, bro, and like it just smells so crazy. You can tell coach is like, what the fuck? So they don't even sit in the dugout. They're like looking around like it smells too insane here, and they walk out of the dugout. So they're sitting in the outfield at this point, bro, and they're looking at us, bro, and some of us just can't help but die. Like, we know what's going on. We're like, oh, I wonder if he's going to sit on the railing or, whatever. So, boom, that happens. Later on, our coach, he's very good friends with their coach. And the guy's like, yo, like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, something ain't right. Like, this smells too crazy. So we ended up getting in trouble for all of it. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to cancel the season, etc.
It got a lot of noise. I remember this.
It was the parents, though. The parents went crazy on Palm Beach game time. Like, the kids, I'm sure they were pissed, but it wasn't to the fact that they wanted to, like, snitch on some shit. They just wanted, if anything, they were like, all right, we got to find some type of revenge.
Yeah, it's on.
But the parents were just like, this is crazy, this is disgusting, which it is. It was disgusting.
My first reaction is like, you didn't cross that line. I think you were right there. I think you were messing with it.
Yeah.
But no one got injured. I mean, like, no one, like, so it was, my first reaction every time I hear it is I laugh. So it's like, it's not like you guys did some irreversible shit, but that is funny as fuck. Now, did you get suspended or anything with that, or?
So, what's his name? Pagley?
Yeah.
Was that red dog? Yeah. So he goes, yo, somebody has to come forward about this or I'm going to suspend the whole season. And then, but the boys didn't want to talk. And I was like, yo, fuck it. We're not, like, this season's not over. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got this season in the bag. We beat them that night by, like, 5 runs, too.
No way.
It's creep, too. We're killing them, and we just kept saying, get pissed on. Like, yo, they talking shit like, get pissed on. Like, talking hella shit. Bro, so I was like, I told Tori, I was like, yo, it was me.
Yeah.
Like, you could straight up tell him it was just me and me by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't say it was anybody else, whatever. Just say it was me. I'll take it. It's like, all right, bro. Boom. So I got suspended for senior night and another game.
It was your senior year, right?
Yeah. So I got suspended for senior night and another game. But then we played them for districts, bro, and then he made me say sorry to the whole team. Yeah, listen, but it's fire. It's fire. The story is good. He makes me say sorry to the whole team. We're playing that night. The game's 1-1. 1-1. I forgot what inning we're in. There's a guy on second base. I come up to hit. I hit a hit up the middle. We score. We win that game 2-1 for district. So I got my revenge.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, all right, fuck it. You suspended me for 2 games and senior night, but we won this, and I did it to y'all. I said a fake ass sorry to y'all, and I did it to y'all. So it felt good,
Now, are you being mad humble right now? You're pretty fucking good at baseball, right?
Yeah, I was pretty good for a while, but I feel like I could have been better than I was, but there was a point in my life where I kind of stirred away from it. Like, it wasn't that I stopped loving the game, because I love the game.
Still.
I still, to this day, to this day, I still play, like, softball and shit like that. But I just made the wrong choices, There's just a couple choices that I could have made that probably would have brought me up from being really good to elite.
Yeah.
And I didn't take that step. But
Isn't it crazy to think back of your earlier life and if you thought, wow, if I had discipline during this time, like in high school, if you were a kid that, like some of these kids are, who a lot of them have money and their dad gets training for them every night during the week, but like a lot of these Gator kids, I remember them coming up, the Gardens had a lot of money, and their parents like just pushed that discipline in on them. And then when I got to high school, they really did take off. And I know so many athletes at the high school level like you that were like, man, if I really put my whole 4 years to it and that was the only thing I thought about, could I have made it? Probably,
Yeah.
And no, but
there's a lot of talent at that school.
A lot of talent.
Between football and baseball, there's some crazy talent.
And you had basketball.
Yeah.
Wrestling was nice too. Like even the girls were good.
Yeah.
Even the girls softball.
That's
was
right.
Like,
that's
so
right.
like everything of that, we were a powerhouse for sports.
Yeah.
So that was big. I originally went to Forest Hill.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
What year?
My freshman year.
Okay.
I want to say it was 09. Yeah, I graduated in 2012, so it was 09. So I went there originally, and me, my boy Stu, my other boy Dixon, and this kid Mike Rodriguez, we all signed up to this No Child Left Behind because Forest School was like
that's
a,
right. That's the only reason I was at Dwight.
Yeah, we were
I was supposed to go to
we were
Lakes.
like an F school. That's crazy.
I know.
That was crazy. That would have been terrible.
Where were you going to go?
Palm Beach
Man.
Lakes.
Oh, hell no.
That would have been terrible.
People
No child left
have been
behind,
flipping pounds in high school, bro. Fuck quarter
that happened
ounces.
anyway.
Yeah, I said, yo, Petey do the
People would have been
dishes.
El Chapo, West Palm.
Petey do the dishes. Yeah. So yeah, we're supposed to go there, and it was either Royal Palm or Dwyer, bro. And it's crazy too, cause at first we're like, "Fuck, I hope we go to Royal Palm." Yeah. We all got accepted into Dwyer. We had no idea what Dwyer was at the point, though. That shit was big for me. Though.
It's crazy how you went from Forest Hill to Dwyer because there's literally like 10 high schools in between.
I know, it's crazy.
And
bro.
there's so many high schools in between.
It was big for all of us, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was big for all of us, bro. Like, the program at Forest Hill was just bad, bro. And all we wanted to do was ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're like, damn, we have a chance to go somewhere else, like maybe get some looks. Like, let's just do it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
What was the like ethnicity like at Forest Hill? Was it very Hispanic, black, white, all the above?
It's just it's mostly Spanish. You got your Haitians. Shout out to my Zoes. That was pretty much it, though. You know, you don't got too many white kids. But
Were you really glad you made that switch over to Dwyer?
Bro, like all my friends, like a good amount of my friends were at Forest Hill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I had to make that choice as far for me sport wise, bro.
Yep.
Like that's all I cared about at that time in my life. Like I didn't even smoke. I didn't even smoke till like middle of sophomore year.
Really?
Yeah, G
That's
shit.
funny,
I hadn't
bro.
smoked anything, bro.
Who's the first person you smoked with?
Stu Machado.
Stu, I could have guessed that without you even answering.
Shout out my boy Bobby Nichols.
Hey!
Yeah, my dog.
Bro, before
Flagged
I
out
smoked
Bobby.
in high school, I can remember you and Stu coming up to me in the locker room and Stu being like, "What's up, dog? You smoke trees?
Yeah.
You smoke trees?" And I was like, "Nah, bro, I'm straight."
Yeah, that's my dog, bro. Yeah, that shit was crazy. We smoked like if you remember behind the basement was like a crazy ass walkway to a bush.
Right.
Across from Benjamin.
Yep.
Bro, we smoked in that shit. He's like, bro, there's a chair back here and everything. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Man.
We smoked that shit. That shit was funny. Like, yeah.
Bro, you mentioned Dixon earlier. Dixon played at the next level for a little bit, right?
Yeah. He played minor league ball and college ball. He balled too. He did well.
Baseball is such a hard path, though, because there's guys who come out of high school, go to the league, and play double A and triple A. Then there's guys coming out of college, and every year there's 18-year-olds getting drafted. I feel like that's such a hard thing to break into, man.
Insane,
It's a
bro.
grind, man.
Insane, bro. My family is very baseball oriented. My dad played pro ball, and two of my uncles played pro ball.
Really?
Yeah, they all played at the minor league level, and they're coming from DR. Like, you know, it's like that was their ticket over here. They all got visas due to the baseball abilities, and you gotta think about it, bro. Baseball's international, you know. So like, you could be a stud here, but you still have a lot of levels to go to. And if you go the college route, it's like there's a lot of in between. You could get hurt. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You may not perform as well.
And you're not getting the bag off rip. Guys getting $1 million signing bonuses coming out of high school. You see that original bag, you're like, I'll see you later.
Okay, come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
So how was a little bit more of like a personal level? What was your life like growing up? Did you have a big family? Were they all here? Mom, dad?
Yeah. I have a huge family. I live with my mom and my dad. I have 3 brothers also and a sister.
Really?
Yeah. So my brother, one of my brothers, he came from DR, and then he moved in with us as well. And then like my dad, it was just a lot. You know what I'm saying? He had to support everybody, so it was a lot. So for a while, he ended up going up to West Virginia for like a construction job. So he did his best to support all of us, but there was a lot of things that I would say that we never missed a meal. I'll say that for sure. He always made sure we had something to eat. But like as far as like clothes wise and shit, there's just some shit you couldn't get. You know what I'm saying? And you had to deal with it. We had to find our own way to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? So
looking back at it, would you change anything about it, or were you so happy you were raised like that, so family oriented, and that you had now a respect for money in that whole process?
No, I wouldn't change anything.
Yeah,
I think that was the path that God chose for me.
Yeah. As
far as everything, bro, from the getting in trouble to, like I said earlier, not taking that next step to be elite. Like maybe that wasn't destined for me.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times where I want to dwell on it. Of course, like who the fuck wouldn't want to be a MLB ball player, or you know what I'm saying, or that's your everyday job is you go out and play the game you love, but you can't dwell on that.
No. Are you big on fate? Are you big on kind of, this is my plan and I can't change what's behind me. I only got to keep moving forward. Do you keep that positive mentality rolling?
Yeah, absolutely, bro. You would be dead if you don't.
Yeah.
You have to, bro. Because I feel like, look, in lifetime, you're going to take L's. You know what I'm saying? Every week, you might take one little L in a different way. But you can't let that L build up. You know what I'm saying? You follow that L up with some type of W. Like, if you're lacking in this, then you do whatever you can to achieve it somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And then you go back to that. You don't wanna forget about that because you need that. You know what I'm saying? You need to build on that so that doesn't happen to you again. So yeah, I'm big on faith, but I'm also big on like hard work. Like if you work hard, anything's obtainable.
So true. If you combine the two, that ethic, that mindset, that discipline, and then you put just fucking grit, hard work on top of that.
Yeah.
I think that's the key right there is combining the two.
Yeah.
Like I'm big on like everything happens for a reason, and that everyone's got I guess a destiny, but I think you also have a certain level of control over it. Like I don't think anyone's destiny is to be doomed. Anyone can get out of
anything,
whatever situation they're in. But it requires some work.
Like look at you. You work at a restaurant, and now you do tasks, and now you're here too. So it's like, yo, you can stick yourself in a box if you want.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you really, really say fuck it, I'm gonna go get it. I can branch out. You will.
You got to make moves to make moves.
Yeah.
Pete has a low key story that we run over because he's doing so successful now, but I feel like it's discounted a lot. I mean, someone with your track record coming through high school and going into college and moving the way you were moving, you easily could have got out and just gone right back into the same lifestyle. And it's something that I was gonna mention to you is, do you believe that this model that we have and this belief we have is from the people we have around us, that energy that they bring? I think that's a big thing that's skipped upon a lot, is like a lot of people, they're miserable in their lives, and then they look at the group of people around them and all of them are fucking miserable too. And they discount that. Like who are your best friends? Offer it off the top of your head.
Friends with Fat Zach. I still have a lot of friends from high school. I do my dog Berto, Jamal, my brothers. My brothers, those are my boys for real.
And that energy that you have around all of them is just fun, love, and success. Like it's just, and some people don't have that. Isn't that crazy to think that you have people to call up and be like, yo, either gas me up or be there for me or whatever it is. You
can talk to.
Imagine if you didn't have that, bro. I would go fucking crazy.
Because you need people to balance your thoughts out.
Yeah.
Because your thoughts, you got to bounce your ideas off of other people too, because your thoughts will drive you nuts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you keep them inside, they'll drive you nuts.
And people that are going to keep it real with you too, not just yes men that are going to gas you up on everything that you want to do, but people that are going to tell you when you're slipping and when you're tripping, and that's what you need is just as much as the people that support you.
It's huge. Now, talk to me about your path from graduating high school and like throughout the college in the next 4 or 5 years.
So after high school, I went with a tryout. I went to a tryout up at Southeastern College with my uncle, and they're like, "Yo, if you can get your SAT scores up, we're in here. Like, I'm gonna bring you in here." I said, "All right, cool." So I was set to take it, bro. And then that very next week, I got in trouble. I got arrested. I ended up getting in trouble. Boom.
For what, if you don't mind me asking?
It was that's one thing that I really don't talk about much, but it's just it was just wrong place, wrong time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It just the way it played out, it was just a fucked up dude. It's just
It's behind us.
Yeah. So boom, I got in trouble. That happened. Then so my dad, you know, he knows a couple people in like the baseball world, and he talks to this guy in New York. He's like, yo, listen, no, he talks to his friend, and his friend's like, yo, I got a college in New York that they need some players, and your son might be good for it. He's like, yo, he's not playing no more. He's like, no, he got in trouble. He's like, bro, that's crazy. He's like, send me a video of him, and I can get it out to him. So he did it out. I went out to New York. I worked out for them. They're like, yo, we want you. I said, all right, cool. So I had like a trial period where I wasn't on scholarship. I wasn't on anything. I was just like, you know, at the school. So I played. Then we came down here to Tampa for a tournament. I balled out. I went crazy. Soon as we got back to New York, they gave me a full ride.
Wow.
Yeah. So I chilled in New York for like a year. I played out there. We ended up winning the championship up there.
Whereabouts in New York were you?
So I was living in the Bronx, but my school was in Manhattan, and then we had another campus in Brooklyn.
Well, how was that? Is that
Oh,
dope?
bro, New York is crazy. Bro.
Yeah.
Was it Fordham? What's
No. I played on Fordham though. That stadium's crazy too.
Yeah.
But it was ASA. It was a junior college.
Okay.
ASA. I played there in Manhattan.
And what was the living situation like out there? Were you like dormed up or in your own crib?
After. But at first, I was living in my dad's boys. He had like a basement.
Mm-hmm.
So I lived in the basement.
Basements are such a vibe, man.
Bro, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. I had never seen snow in my life.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and the first week I went up there, bro.
Florida boy.
There was a blizzard, bro. I'm taking pictures.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I'm in the fucking snow. This and that. Yo, I wake up the next day. Dude's knocking on my door. I'm like, yo, what's up? He's like, yo, I know you got to go to school. He's like, yo, if you want to go to school, you got to shovel. I said, all right, I got this. Bro, I go outside. I start shoveling. 10 minutes later,
Yeah.
I go back inside and I'm like, yo, fuck this. I call my coach and I said, yo, coach, I'm not going to school today and I'm not going to practice, bro. I'm freezing. I thought I had hypo.
Yeah.
I'm just like in my bed, like, this is nuts, bro. Yeah, so but New York was nice. I like New York.
How were the parties there?
It was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It opened me up to a lot, bro. Like New York was so fast paced.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since I went to school in Manhattan, bro. You see all types of people, bro.
Yeah.
You see the big business execs, you know what I'm saying? You see the people on the low level, you see the people hustling on the street, you see everything, bro. But the city's never stops moving. When they say that city don't sleep, it's real, bro. Yeah. That city's literally always moving, bro. And everybody's on some type of move to prosper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's some people doing some crazy shit. But you have so many people that are just trying to get it because everything is so expensive out there.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I went to hit the dollar menu, fucking McChicken was like $2.
Oh, fuck that.
I was like, yo, what are you talking about?
It's 100% money.
I was like, what are you talking? And it was funny too because the way I talked, I have like, you know, this Florida slang that we use. Like I would use, oh, that's straight. And they'd be like, what is that straight?
Yeah.
And they would say dead ass.
Yeah.
So for them, it was dead ass. My straight was dead ass to them. So it was.
Bro, you hit me with a real throwback today when we were on the phone earlier. And, you know, shout out to Bruce. Bruce just got surgery last night, my dog. He just got 30 kidney stones taken out of his bladder.
Crazy.
His literal dog.
Yeah, my
like
literal
his-
dog. Not with the W, but just D-O-G. I thought I was going to clarify after I said it, but I was like, they know what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
But I'm on the phone with Naro telling him what happened, and like, yeah, bro, they took 30 stones out of my boy's bladder, bro. He was fucked up. And I was like, damn, dog, that's so creepy.
That was the first thing I thought about. You think about a dog having kidney stones. You hear people getting them from like drinking Coke.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You think about a dog, I'm like, damn, that's
So
creep,
creep,
bro.
man.
Remember
Poor
Perkin? Why you
Bruce.
Perkin?
Why you perking, dog? You're so green, bro.
Green.
Shout out to Dwyer.
Dude, I tell everyone I am so blessed I got to go there and experience the rich of the rich, the broke of the broke, the everyone in between.
Yo, that's what it was for me.
The rednecks, the athletes, everyone. Yeah. There's 16-year-old girls walking around school pregnant. I mean, it was just everything in between.
Yeah, it's a culture shock.
And like I said, I would never take that back because it really taught me that there's good people in every version and there's bad people in every version.
Right.
And that love everyone because you never know what type of person they're going to be. All right, so what was your transition from that now coming back to Florida?
So then after that, I went to TCC. I was like, I played one season there. We won the
You guys were together?
No.
We weren't up there at the same time, were we?
No. I think because you're just a little younger than me. What
Yeah,
year you
right.
graduated?
I was 13. I was a year
I
younger
was 12, yeah. I
But
was
what
12.
year were you in Tallahassee?
I want to say 14.
Okay.
So I guess I was there. I think I was there in 13.
And then 14 you got out of there.
And then I was only there for like 8 months because after I got arrested, I just went back home off rip.
Yeah. I was there for a little bit too. It's like it was a short stint.
A short
It
stint.
was fun though, dog. It's fun, bro. So
Absolutely, too
I
fun.
wanted to play ball out there. I ended up fucking my hand up on a skateboard.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just faded, bro. And I try to bomb this hill on a longboard.
Tallahassee has hills.
Crazy, but they're nuts though.
Yeah, it's like not Florida.
Shit was like this. I don't know what I was thinking, bro. I don't know what I was thinking. But then Tally was fun, but Tally really was just like getting back to like my Florida lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm around.
So how were you doing in school, like in New York? What was the school life like? Were you doing well?
Yeah.
What were you studying?
I had to do. Well, I actually did. I actually wanted to do criminal justice. That shit was crazy. Yeah. And I had a cool ass teacher, bro. This dude was like a retired cop, and he was like he started out as a subway cop and worked his way up, bro. So he had stories of all kinds. Obviously, the dude was fried though.
Yeah.
Bro, bald dude, little short dude, like, yeah, man, you know, just really just fucking fried, bro. But he made the class interesting. Really, I just, at first I didn't really care what I majored in though. You know?
Yeah.
It was more just like, yo, I'm trying to play ball. Yeah, like whatever you got. Like, who is it? Is it Matt Leinart?
Yep.
Yeah, like salsa dancing, right? Yeah. Like I was all about, like, if you would have signed me up for salsa dance, I would have been, let's do it. But that was.
And so then when you transferred to TCC, same thing, criminal justice?
Nah, I did psychology.
Psychology, bet.
Yeah. That was fun too, but I picked classes at fucking 8 a.m. The next day, I was getting faded.
That's brutal, bro.
Bro, one time I took a tab, and then the next day, teacher's like, okay, so you have to write a paper in class. And I'm like, I get up, I'm still tripping low-key. I'm like, hey, I gotta go home. She's like, I got you. It sends me home. Like, Tally was more of like the real college experience.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, New York was really like the grind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm completely out of my element. It's cold. I'm taking the subway to school for a couple months. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning the trains. I'm learning New York. Like, I'm coming back home late as fuck, and this shit's gangster as fuck where I'm at in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit's not like where I'm at in Florida. Like, I know where I'm at. Yeah. Nobody knows me here. You know what I'm saying? So that part of New York was cool. Like, okay.
It's cool that you got both experiences.
Yeah, it opens your eyes. Like, bro, life is not as sweet as you think.
Yeah, 100.
You know what I'm saying? Like, life is not as sweet as people think.
I didn't learn a whole lot while I was in Tallahassee, and like I was in school, but I wasn't doing well in school. But I'm also grateful, and obviously like it didn't end well for me, with me getting in trouble. But I'm grateful that I had that whole experience, regardless of the outcome. Because if I had never gone and done it, because originally I wasn't even planning on leaving for school. I was gonna stay home and just grind for a little bit and figure out what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. But then I started getting FOMO when everyone was leaving for school, and I was like, fuck, I don't want to be stuck here while everyone's having fun. Yeah. And I had applied to TCC and gotten accepted, but I just ignored the letter when I got accepted because I decided I was staying home. And I'm glad that I made the decision to go, regardless of the outcome, because if I hadn't, I would feel like I missed out on the college experience. Because like you said, like Tallahassee was like a true college experience.
That shit was crazy, bro.
From Greek life to partying and everything, and just living on your own.
Because even though, college, you do so much fucked up shit. I mean, like the only 2 days I didn't drink were the 2 days I had school in college. It was literally the other 5 days I was going hard. Yeah. And looking back on it, like, A, how am I not hungover? B, like, what am I doing in life? But at the time, it was just kind of the thing to do. I mean, it's so new. Yeah. It's so party-wise, no, I didn't grow too much in age, but that responsibility of being on your own and kind of fending for yourself and doing everything involved, you put on years of experience to your life because now you're really adulting.
I'm glad I experienced it, but I'm also glad it only lasted like 8 months. Yeah. 4 years of that was unnecessary for me, at least. I wasn't doing nothing productive.
I was basically tapped out after 2. After the first 2 years, I really slowed down what I was doing, and I started working almost full time. And so transitioning from Tally now back to South Florida, how was that? When did that occur?
So I was only in Tally for about like 8 months or so.
Really?
Yeah. It was crazy. Bro, because I started partying too crazy. I hurt my hand. Then my grades were just slipping, and I'm just like, what am I doing? Yeah. I hit reality where it's like, and I was still on probation, bro. I was trying to get a job, and everywhere I would try to get a job. Tally's already overpopulated as it is, but everywhere I go get a job, as soon as that criminal background came back, couldn't get it. Yeah. So I'm
Because
like,
there's 100 people applying for the same job that don't have the
they're
criminal
not.
background.
Yeah, and they're in school, you know what I'm saying?
It's an easy
They got
way to
everything,
cut the list in half.
Like, okay, sorry, like, you know, what, and at that point I'm still young, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
So it's like,
little experience on a resume.
He's probably gonna fuck some shit up, you know? Yeah. So that happened. Then I came back here, and then I was sitting talking to my dad for a little bit, and I'm like, yo, I don't know what I want to do. He's like, yo, you done with playing ball? And I was like, I don't know, bro. Like, I want to.
What was the extent of the hand injury? Like, you couldn't play again, or you just
like,
had to...
You see, I got a scar right here.
Big ass scar.
Yeah, you can see it right there. So, bro, I slid, and that shit came loose, and then they had to stitch it, and I was like this for weeks.
No way.
Spider-Man for weeks?
For weeks, bro.
All the nerves are in your hand too, bro. Oh, hell no.
I was pulling up the tailgates like that.
Yeah.
How gnarly was it when you split your shit open?
It was nasty,
Nasty?
bro. But I was laughing. My boy's like, yo, are you straight? He comes running down the hill. He's like, are you okay? Like, everybody thought I hit my face. So I was sliding down the board, and I was trying to steer off into the grass. You know what I'm saying? And, bro, I'm just getting the wobbles. I'm just like crazy wobbles. I'm jumping off. I jump off, and I try to guard my face because I'm right in front of a truck. Bro, I jump off. My hand would just go straight through the truck's car light. Boom, I tumble. I get up, and immediately I go like this.
So you had blood all over your face from your hand?
I touched my face. I touched my face. No, because it didn't start bleeding right immediately, but
okay.
the skin was like here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I started touching my face. I'm like, oh my God, I'm straight. And I look at my knee. I felt my knee. I was like, all right, I got a cut right here. And then I look at my hand, and I'm like, oh, okay, I knew I got myself somewhere.
Yeah.
So I had a big thing there. And then when they stitched me up, I was just stuck like this forever. Yeah. So after that, it was straight. But then now I got full mobility. I ended up getting full mobility in it. So yeah, I came back here, and then me and my dad are talking. He's like, oh, you still want to play ball or no? This is it. And I was like, fuck it, let's give it one more try. I moved to DR.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, you did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you stupid. Dominican Republic.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I got off of probation after Tally, right after Tally, 2 months later, I got off of probation. Me and my dad sitting talking. He's like, so what do you want to do? And I said, come on, we're gonna go. I was like, let's go to DR. I'm trying to get signed. You know, so we go to DR. Bro, I live in DR for a year. And over there, I actually wrote my first rap.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. That shit was crazy.
That's a great alley-oop. That was my next
Damn.
question.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. It's crazy because that song, to this day, has the most plays out of any of my songs.
What song is that?
It's Ain't Nobody Realer. It's
Okay.
on my SoundCloud, yeah.
Oh, I looked at all your shit before you came.
That's real.
I'm gonna break this down in multiple parts now because I think what you're doing with rap is such a methodical, amazing thing. I don't have that bone in my body. I've tried to freestyle rap before, but that obviously didn't work out. And I am gonna play my one single I do have.
Oh,
on
I need to hear that.
DJ Blue Balls. I'll get to that. But were you always methodical with your words? Were you always kind of in school instead of scribbling? You were
I
writing
remember
down
you
verses?
freestyling at baseball practice and shit in high
Yeah, I
school.
used to freestyle a lot. I actually started freestyling with Stu, when we were just
Right.
sober. We were sober.
Yeah.
Like, we hadn't smoked anything, but that was just some shit we would do.
Stu's got a voice on him.
Yeah, he could sing like a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
So we would just start freestyling and shit, you know. That's how that went. And then, actually it's crazy, bro. Your brother-in-law actually took me to my first studio.
Really?
Was it with Sean Butrek?
Sean Butrek shit. That shit
No
was
way.
hard, bro.
Over here in Tequesta, right?
Yeah, that studio was hard, bro. I was mind blown, bro. So I would always freestyle, and then when I did start smoking, we would smoke randomly, and I would just start freestyling. And I was like, yo, I'm kind of nice.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I'm actually kind of nice. And everybody would tell me, yo, you're nice. That's what happened. That's what happened was that I thought I was nice, and then people would tell me, and I'm like, all right, so,
You got that affirmation.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, I'm actually kind of nice. So, boom, Dom's like, yo, come on, bro. Sean has a studio. Let's go. We go up there, bro, and I jump on this, that fuck bitches and get money. I jump on that beat. And a couple other beats. I want to say Lemonade by Gucci.
Oh, man. Classic.
So, bro, we started freestyling there, and I was like, damn, this is fire. But after that, I didn't take it serious. I kept playing ball, whatever. So when I came back from DR, I was just chilling in DR. And there's a lot of times, bro, because, so in DR, it's not like here, but you're not connected to your phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The light goes out at points.
Yeah.
So there'll be hours upon the day where there's no light. You know, people are outside, but they're socializing. You know, people like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, life in the U.S. is very controlled. Yeah. They really live life, bro. Now, even though now, you know, things have changed because they do got more technology and shit like that, but people are still very actively outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, at 5 o'clock, the neighbors come around. They play dominoes
community.
outside.
There's this thing called community.
yeah, but it's like a real community. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows each other. Like, you might not know your neighbor.
I've lived in my apartment building for 5 years. I don't know any of my neighbors.
Yeah, like, I don't know who the fuck my neighbor is. You know what I'm saying? But, like, in DR, everybody knows everybody. They talk. Hey, how are you? Good morning. Yeah. You know, just simple, small shit. So it makes you appreciate life. And it kind of tapped me in. You know?
Back to the world?
Yeah.
Let me retract that for a second. I know some people that live in the neighborhood, but the people that live directly across from me and directly next to me, I don't know. And we share walls, you know? I don't know my direct neighbors.
It used to be standard practice that when you moved into a place, you literally knocked on a random person's door and like, here's cookies. You know, like that was standard practice.
Something.
Yeah. You know?
One time my neighbor left a nasty note on my door because she thought I was leaving things in her trash can outside. But that's the only communication we've had was, hey, stop leaving your shit in my trash can.
Should have put a piss bucket in it.
I thought about throwing Bruce's shits in there. Piss bucket.
You let it build up for a week. It's a bomb. It's a bomb. You just gotta let it sun dry. I got the recipe if you ever need it.
All right, so you started freestyling. You were nice. You know, you started gaining that confidence, that other people's affirmations and whatnot. What was the turning point where you kind of pivoted and say, okay, I wanted this to stop being like a party joke. I want to actually like jump in the booth, start writing shit.
So I did Ain't Nobody Realer, and then I did another song that night with Stu. Boom, I post Ain't Nobody Realer, and I just see the views. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I'm like, damn, you know, I did pretty good with myself, you know what I'm saying? And then I started falling in love with the fact, like, just think about it, bro. Like, you know, so maybe even sometimes when you draw or you tattoo on somebody, you have a stencil of kind of what you want in your mind, but when you finally put that piece of art on someone, it's like, damn, I did that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So same thing with me when I start making music. Like, I don't write much. So what I do is I'll probably write like a couple bars. You know what I'm saying? And then I just go off emotion, how I'm feeling that night, you know, whatever. And I can remember rhymes in my head for an extensive period of time. So it's kind of cool. So like I started making the songs and I was just like, damn, this is fire. And then I started playing with auto-tune and I'm like, I got low-key sing, you know? That's what this shit's about. And then, bro, you just start seeing yourself get better, bro. And then the more you get better, it's like the more you want to do it. And also, it just really helps when people...
You're getting that positive feedback the whole time.
People are listening to it and they're like, yo, this is good.
Yeah.
Like...
It almost, gasses you up to want to do it more, you know?
You're not trash. But there is some shit that I have put out when I was younger and I was like, damn, this shit's trash. Yeah. You know, but that's just all like a stepping stone, like a learning tool.
Everyone's got to start somewhere. Man.
Yeah, facts.
And I think I'll say it all the time, we'll just be kind to people. But when you really care about something, and we all know whether we, you know, interpersonally, we know whether we actually give a fuck about something. Yeah. And when you put your heart and soul into something and you actually give a fuck, there is no better thing in the world than getting affirmations from that. And just, you know, having people text you. Like me and Pete were talking about randomly over the last 2 weeks of you know, releasing this podcast. Random people will hit us up and be like, man, that was a really good episode, or that made me laugh, or the damn.
Yeah, shout out to you guys for all the love. It's really
it's been amazing. But I really care about this, and it's my baby, and I love it, you know. So to hear that, I'm like, damn. I don't care if I get 25 views a damn episode. Nice. If it's 25 people that either get stress relief or get a little piece of information and knowledge, whatever it is. Right. And I had that audience where I could just change their day, man. That's all the fuck I care about. I'm not doing this for money. It's a passion project, you know? And
passion project.
So I remind you guys every fucking week, if you have a friend or anyone doing anything, this is a Millennial Mentality. This is about, you know, young minds that are hungry for more. Yeah. Reach out to them and be like, hey, be random with it too. Don't like put it on their story. Like hit them up at 2 p.m. in the afternoon and be like, hey man, I was just thinking about you, bro, and or friend or girl, whatever it is, and say, man, just keep doing what you're doing. Like, I believe in you. And trust me, I've gotten these texts before, bro, and they mean the fucking world. They change your day.
They do, bro.
And a lot of people don't talk about that sensitive side of shit. But literally, like, you'll have a smile on your face looking at your phone. Yeah. So I will consistently say that if you have anyone in your life just that needing that extra push or that extra step or that little bit more, gas them the fuck up. because it means so much to people like that. Now, kind of transitioning into life now, you have a job where you serve, and then this is your passion project. This is what you're really pushing aside.
It's hard to balance that out too, and people fail to realize that like. And another thing also is like once I did start making the music, I kept making the music, but I didn't fully believe in myself. It's crazy to think that like you go back then, you're good, and people are telling you you're good, but you still don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? So I would put it out there, but I wouldn't promo it, and it would still do numbers. Or you know what I'm saying? And some shit, and I'm like, it's still getting love, and people are like, damn, when you drop something else again. And sometimes that pressure does get on you because you're like, damn, I gotta top that, and I gotta top that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do better. But now it's like I'm like, fuck it, let's go full force. I'm like, why not? If I give it a shot and I gave it my all, then at least if I don't make it, bro, I can tell myself I gave it my all. Right. As far as transitioning to work from that, is just how bad do you want it? You know what I'm saying? I work a shit ton of hours, bro. I probably work 5 days a week, 6 days a week. You know what I'm saying? Just depending on the week and what's going on. And when I get out of work, I'm still in the gym, or I still got to do my rounds. Still got to do everything. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's just how bad do you want it? People make time for what they want, and I feel like that's the biggest thing that I've done now, as far as balancing work and music. It's like if I really want to make the music, the work will fund me. You know what I'm saying? I need that work to fund me. It's not like I have somebody who's like, yo, here I got hella bread, and I'm gonna just pump this all into you. Nah, like it's
studio time's not cheap.
Yeah, I gotta pay for all. I gotta pay for my own videos, for my own studio, for my own clothes. You know what I'm saying? Because there's an image you have to uphold. Even if you are somebody who doesn't partake in dressing nice and you like to look dingy and that's your whole like image, like thrifty, cheap. Still, you gotta spend bread to make bread. So that all that goes into investment, whether it's promo, everything. So my job, I feel like that's another thing helping my plan A. And I feel like one of my favorite rappers said this, Fab. He said my plan B is another way to make my plan A work. And I feel that, it's like
it's a great position to be in too, where you've got two things going on, and you can sort of have that transition where I'm sure eventually you hope that one day the rap becomes the main thing going on. You can transition out of the restaurant world, but it's great to be in a spot where you've got the money coming in where you can fund this your passion project. Where tattooing for me almost started out the same way. Like I was fortunate that I could stay bartending somewhere where I kept good reputation and know that I still had money coming in just in case the appointments didn't happen. And in case that career didn't take off, and I'm super grateful that it did, and I was able to get out of that world as quickly as I was, but it makes it transitioning a lot less scary when you've got, a steady source of income.
There's kind of this misconception that if you grind like that, then to put to one, you're going to take away from the other. Like, oh, you're doing rapping on the side, so that must be your shitty server. That must be your bad brother or bad boyfriend, whatever it is. Like, it takes away from something to put there. The reality of the fact is if you put 110% into both, it's fucking possible, And on top of that, it sounds so corny and cheesy, but if you're doing something you're actually passionate about, bro, it's not work. This podcast for me is fun as fuck.
Yeah, right.
And people do this for a living, right? Yeah, so, like... I don't feel bad for people, but just know that keep searching for that thing that gives you that fire, because when you get it, bro, it's magical. You feel so much envy for these people that do this for a living. Yeah. I mean, imagine if you got to be able to hang out with your best friends every day, write, experience life, and go on stage with thousands and thousands of people and feel that energy.
And even just like imagine you're touring. You know what I'm saying? You're doing what you like. That's like you tatting. You know what I'm saying? You enjoy tatting. Like I
schedule myself 7 days a week, and I'm not burnt out. Like I do it because I like it.
It was like we were talking about, and I said, "Yo, what's your goal with this podcast?"
Yeah,
it's the same thing. Imagine if one day you're chilling, and this shit's like Joe Rogan's. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The sky's the limit. Anything's obtainable. It's just how much you want to grind for it.
And to me, I hear this all the time. It's already done. Time hasn't caught up yet, and that's. I am super confident in myself and what we bring to the table. So, like, it's already done in my head because I'm so crazy. The time just hasn't caught up yet. So, if you stay with someone, you're a rapper, bro. Yeah. I see you on Spotify's top 5 in 10 years, right? Yeah. Time just hasn't caught up yet. You're going to get there, bro. Facts. So, on those days, you're like, why the fuck am I in the booth right now? I don't feel like writing. It's done. Just some motherfuckers win because they just never quit, man. And they go.
I was almost going to say that when we were talking about, sports and baseball earlier and the kids that came from our school that went to the next level. Mm-hmm. A lot of the kids that I grew up playing baseball with, because in South Florida, it's year-round sport. There's no off-season. Yeah. And we grew up playing with a ton of talented kids. Even at young ages, you could identify some of these kids were different. Yeah. And there was a lot of people with money around this town that, had a batting cage in their backyard, and their dad would practice with them every single day, But there a lot of the kids that made it to the next level and took it that far are the ones that just kept doing it, Like, there were a lot of kids that were really good, but then high school hit, life hit, they got a job, they started making money instead, they stopped going to practice. They lost interest, or they get burnt out because, like I said, you play all year long and there's never a break. But the ones that took it to that next level and made it, to the next league were really just the ones that kept doing it, and never gave up. And, I mean, that can be applied to many aspects of life where, to take it to that next level requires you sticking it out and getting through the shitty times. Even just like this podcast, we're not making any money on this now. And, obviously that's the goal in the future, but in the meantime, we have the passion for this, and we care about it enough that we're doing it for free because we believe in it and we enjoy it.
What a lot of people say too is when they, the celebrities get interviewed, they look back on the original times and it was their favorite times because nothing was about the money. Yeah, it was about the when you throw process. Money into the situation now, it fucks up relationships. It fucks up this. It fucks up this friendship, and people view it differently. I hear a lot of, I listen to a bunch of podcasts with a lot of like rappers and celebrities. Like, man, I just loved my first, few years in the studio with my boys. Yeah. I just loved, the creation of it, and
no pressure.
And there's no, you don't throw money into it, so it's just genuinely something you love, Bro,
that's how it started for me. It's just like I just enjoyed going to the booth, and I still enjoy going to the booth very much. So it's like my way of venting.
Yeah.
It's your stress relief. It's your therapist. Mm-hmm. It just clear. You leave feeling those endorphins hit, and you're like, damn, my night's good.
Yeah.
I just go,
snap.
Yeah.
So how often are you doing stuff like that? What's the rap world like for you?
Well, I mean, I hit the studio. I really hit it late at night.
Yeah.
But I try to go at least twice a week.
You have one that you go to?
Yeah, I have a couple I go to. Shout out my dog, Chef Cree over at Hood Star. I mean, On Beat, and also shout out my nigga Slim down at Hood Star. I go to them boys a lot. Another upcoming producer who's really nice I'm trying to fuck with is Beto. Thought Beto's nice. He got some shit on.
What you got coming up? Any drops coming?
Well, so I don't got no projects coming, but I got a couple videos coming. I'm really focusing on the videos right now. I got a lot of built up music that I haven't released, and before in the past I've released several like tapes, and I think I need to narrow it down to just like singles. Just like here's a vid. I just need to show them more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a different feeling you get when you see it and you hear it. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah, when they see the videos, it's like, damn, this shit's hard.
That's why people spend millions and millions of dollars on a music video.
Yeah.
I've become a big music video guy, being in the tattoo studio all day, every day now. I mean, you've experienced it yourself. It's all day. I got videos playing, and like, people can tell when they come in and they're getting tatted. I'm fucking passionate. You even heard it today. You put on a song by Pooh Shiesty. I'm like, oh, bro, this is my dog. You're like, oh, who is this? And I couldn't wait to tell you his whole backstory, because you sort of get a different level of connection when you can, see that person doing what they do and see their passion for it, and visualizing, when you hear a song, you visualize it in your head your own way, but to be able to see the artist and what they wanted to portray with that.
That's the cool thing about music too, because you get the best of both worlds. You get a feeling from it. I think music is a feeling.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a feeling. Yeah, you in the gym, you're listening.
All right, don't make fun of me. When you're in your car and you're just vibing. You're with it,
You should see me driving to the podcast, bro. It's a concert every time.
Pete probably hears 762 God by Shiesty. Crazy.
But that shit on, I got
he
everywhere.
He got
right
the
now.
Drake on him and everything.
Know.
Yeah.
You want to see my last text message with me?
Shout out Hot Boy West.
Oh yeah, he fuck with Hot Boy West. He sent me some.
I don't go nowhere without the Drake by me. All caps.
Yeah, bro. Music is a feeling, bro. It can make when you're sad, you can listen to shit and be like, damn, I feel him. You know what I'm saying? You're hype, same thing. So, music's a feeling, bro, and that's something that that's why it is such a relief, you know.
And to be able to transfer that energy onto someone is amazing. I mean, they've been dancing and singing since the beginning of fucking mankind. Yeah. And it's for a reason, you know.
Are you a dancer, bro? You like to dance?
I am not. I'm stiff as shit.
You a viber? Are you just a...
I'm stiff as shit.
Yeah. So you're in the club in the back just
No, don't get me wrong. Since Shorty's trying to dance, let's get it.
Okay.
Like, you know, like...
So
I'm
you got the 2 bottles in your head?
Yeah. I'm a vibe. Yeah, you know,
You're the guy I'm talking about.
We're trying to vibe. I'm talking about on the Spanish side, like, my fam says I'm stiff as shit. You know, all the bachata, merengue, all the Spanish. My hips ain't that smooth yet, but we got this. I'm going to take a course for it.
Okay.
Something.
Are you an Hispanic woman?
Yeah. I like all types of women. I don't discriminate.
All right, I love it.
Single in a relationship?
We got a little everything going on. We got a little bit of everything
you about to have a lot of nothing going on.
Got a little bit of, nah, you know.
My homies on the way home tonight said, all right, just chill. It's not like that. It's just you and me. And then he's going to go on Snapchat, 2 other hoes. Well, just
For the most part, bro, I'm just enjoying life right now.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm just enjoying life right now.
Having fun, man. Yeah. Meeting nice, Peter. I didn't mean to put the full press on your ass like that.
He brought Pat Bev off the bench.
Oh, my God.
All right, so now you're doing a certain thing. You're doing the rapping thing. I'm gonna throw in this multiple times on the the last half of this episode, but where can they find you?
Oh, you can find me on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Soundcloud, Deezer, all types of music platforms. I go under Prince Naro.
Spell it for him.
It's PRINCE, and then I don't think you need the underscore. You only need the underscore on Instagram. So Instagram is Prince Naro _NARO. But everywhere else is just Prince Naro space, NARO.
And like this isn't downgrading you. I was overly surprised when I listened to it in my car this morning of how good of a vibe it is.
I've been bumping Naro all week though.
Dude, it will surprise you. It doesn't sound like, an up and coming rapper was. It sounds like it was professionally produced and it goes hard, man.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, man.
I put a lot of time into it. I'm really into lyrics, so it's like that's something that I'm big on, bro. And I try my hardest to stay away from like rap and shit that I either have not witnessed or lived or experienced. I try my hardest. Sometimes it's hard though, because sometimes you be in there and you just want to rap about, letting off the FM.
762 guy.
Yeah, because it sounds nice. You know what I'm saying? It flows so nice on some shit, on certain beats, and it just sounds good. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I try to stay away from it.
Keep it authentic. I like
it. I try to let you know, like, damn, when you're listening to it, you're really getting me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
To be 100 with you too, that's been my favorite part of listening to your music, other than just enjoying that it's good music, but being able to hear lyrics that I can identify with or relate to. I was even texting you earlier this week some lyrics that I fuck with, just because that's what I love to hear is relatable shit,
That's what I try to do as well, is make as much relatable music as possible.
I think that's what resonates with you.
Yeah,
do you feel pressure to kind of hold this image of slinging guns and be a partisan for a lifestyle that you're basically not?
No. That's why I try to stay away from spitting about shit like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because bro, I don't tote the toolie on me all the time. You know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, I got the toolie on me all the time, but I don't really tote the toolie. I don't got smoke like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like for me, I feel like my face is good everywhere I go, so I'm not really pressed.
It's a great place to be.
Obviously, there's there's situations where you may need to do your thing, but I don't feel pressed like that. That's why what I rap about is shit that I see, shit that I experience, shit that I know. I can't tell you about 3 million guns because I don't got 3 million guns. I may have a couple bangers, but I don't got 3 million guns. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a gun technician like these boys be sounding like they just like they know everything about them bitches. So.
I would say never change that because you could feel the power, the energy behind lyrics when people are talking about shit that actually affected them and shit that they saw and experienced compared to someone just getting a paragraph and reading it and not really caring.
Yeah.
So keep that close to home, bro. Well, I know for a fucking fact you have 2 fans here for lifetime.
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't know if he told you this, but every episode now we're gonna intro with one of your songs.
Oh, let's do it.
So that's gonna be in front of
shout out
and I don't care
boys.
how you have my promise. If in fucking 5 years we have millions of viewers, it will never change, man. You'll be on there forever.
It's crazy too, because You know, PD shows genuine love too. I want to shout them out because, so I actually got a logo done. Remember you did that logo for me? I got a logo for some clothing.
Okay.
Because like we were talking about earlier, I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to get the most streams of income. You know what I'm saying? As far as like life-wise, obviously I would love to be filthy rich. You know what I'm saying? But if I get well off of different incomes and I could just, you know, travel around and do my thing and live freely, that should be the ultimate goal. So he made a logo for me and I was like, yo, how much you want for this? And he's like, no, don't pay me for it. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, you know, like I'm trying to give you some bread for this. He's like, no. Boom, then he starts tatting. It got inked by him off of it. But yo, my people getting inked. I was like, yo, I was like, it's crazy how life
full
works.
Circle.
Yeah, off of genuine love. You know what I'm saying? This is just a genuine connection. I seen you with drawing and shit. I was like, yo, you know, let me holler at Pete. But he didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's what people miss out on.
Always be a good fucking person, man.
Yeah, they miss out on their blessings that way. You miss out on trying to be greedy and just only thinking about yourself, you miss out. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you know, I'm gonna help him out. Whatever. Boom. He helped me out and then later on he didn't even expect it, but probably tenfold, it came back tenfold. You know what I'm saying? That's how shit works, bro. And I think that's real that y'all boys doing that. Hell yeah, I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man.
We'll show some
All
love.
right,
we got you on here.
We're gonna end with two things. It's kind of gonna be long here. I gotta jump into a story personally. So I was about 4 bong rips deep my sophomore year of college, and I went by an alias in college. It was DJ Blue Balls.
It was high school, so you already know it was the mango.
Like crippy.
Oh no!
Yeah, we got that pineapple crib.
Oh, no. I would try to name a type of weed, but I don't know what.
Nick just drew a blank.
That diesel.
Shout out to my cities.
That sour D.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. Continue, bro.
So I was extremely high, but functional high still. Like I didn't get the anxiety high yet. And we're vibing, we're chilling. And it was you know how in college, when you live in an apartment complex, all the fucking neighbors are Eller college kids. So I was bumping with one of my neighbors who I was friends with. And he was like a mini producer, right? Mm-hmm. So he had like the little mic up and he, you know. And at that point, I was the drunk kid at the party that would pull out his phone and like freestyle rap.
Sick.
Absolutely horrible. There's a video David Weeks have of me. And it was like, it's so cringy to watch because it was so bad. I thought I was literally...
You thought you were spitting that shit.
I thought at the time, like, yeah. There was girls there. I was literally doing it in front of girls I was trying to like pick up.
Nick's like, bars.
Yeah.
Bars.
And
no one was saying he was nice.
So I was so high, I was sitting on the couch, and then I was like, damn, I need to come up with a rap name. So I was so high, for some reason, I kept putting the letters DJ in front of the rap name like I was a DJ. There's a huge difference. So I said a few, and I was like, damn, DJ Blue Balls. And I was like, ooh, that's it.
That's
Yeah.
money.
This shit hard.
That's money.
And
I respect you being unique and not going little. You know, DJ's different.
I don't care how horrible it is, boy, I would be myself to the day I died. So I said it. And I was like, damn, that's fire. It was not, but I was like, yeah. You gotta, if you know me, you understand. Like, sometimes I get ideas in my head, I'm like, yeah, that's it.
That's sick.
So I was like, all right. His name was APAC. I said, all right, APAC, put a beat on for me. Give me 45 minutes, and I got a song for you, right?
So give me 45 minutes?
So here's the problem. Here's the problem with it, all right? DJ Blue Balls had a slang. You know how some of these guys jump on the mic and they got like a...
Yeah, little swag.
So mine was DJ Blue Balls making all the girls come quick. Right. The problem was, the caveat was, the only girl around was my roommate who was my sister.
No, dude. What?
So, super creep, non-consensual. I had to get my sister to jump on the mic after me, and I'm trying to pull up the song now.
Oh
and
my God.
say... DJ Blue Balls making all the girls come quick. So
your sister said
100%.
That's his voice tag. That's crazy.
Okay, so here is my first and ever DJ Blue Balls single, Give or Take. All right.
Wait, can they find this somewhere? If
it is under DJ Blue Balls on SoundCloud. His first song, Give or Take.
Hey, go get that.
That will not be in the description. Aim it at the mic.
That was my sister. God, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that beat's hard though.
Oh, DJ Blue Balls goes in. Love it. When I'm in the game, I lay it down like a kid. I feel like I could relive everything that I did. This is my recess. This is my D-strip.
Come on.
Bro, Nick, what?
When I was a kid, they called me Big and Smalls. Not 'cause I was tall, 'cause I was short. But I never cried, man, and I never lied, yeah. No one knew. I had a dark side, not like the devil, but like the Joker in the dark night, yeah. My brain is my tools for success. If you ain't first, you last. Ricky Bobby said it best.
It's actually better than I expected.
It is.
Yeah, I could make your fucking headache. Hit you so hard, make it don't shake. Yeah, I'm in the Olympics and I'm US. Ain't no way. Every day, in every way. Going through your girl's head like a replay. Yeah, I got it laying on my bed, she's a sex slave. She got me tied like 2 a days. I fucked up like 2 times, give or take.
That Geiger was killing his ass.
Yeah, I robbed a doggy bitch. Text message late. Damn. Only took her on one day. I'm a carnivore, and y'all fucking say you're German. It's fucking D-Day. Just man, you're dead and fake.
he
I'm
snapped,
going in this bitch. Yeah, so what's with the news? Tell me some good news, man. I had this rap voice. With some brews, then you ain't fucking with my crew. Yeah. I'm just an average white kid, I'm a grind, I'm a shine, 'cause I got a generous mind, man. When I'm on my shine, when I'm on my grind, it's off the top of the dome, 'cause right now, it's my time. A DJ Blue Balls, he's on the grind, he's gonna get that shine, yeah, he's gonna get that ball in, he's gonna get that call in. I don't give a fuck, man, back and crawling, playing poker at the dog traps with Sitno. Sitno was my grandma. I said playing poker at the dog traps with Sitno.
Nick, I'm not gonna lie, it was better than I expected.
Yeah, it was. Now,
Listen,
You sound like a young Mac Miller.
What?
The
Yeah, the dog trap.
That's funny,
But-
bro.
But, all right, so I think the
That's
funniest thing of
great.
it, and everyone who like knew me at the time will fucking die. I like promoted this on Twitter. Like,
Oh my God.
I was like, yo, so there was satire behind what I was doing, but I was like, it's a win-win. If they say it's fucking horrible, then I'm like, yeah, it's a joke.
It was a
bitch.
joke anyway.
If it starts ripping and going viral, then DJ Blue Balls it is. You know?
Yeah, fuck it. But you enjoyed that. See what I'm saying? It's a feeling.
Yeah.
You felt like you were the man when you were saying that.
Bars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Here we are
bars.
7 years later, still talking about it.
Just making all the girls come quick.
Yeah, but
Shout out to your sister.
Yeah, one bar and then he goes, I raw dog your bitch. Then I got that text, she was late. I only took her on one
Hey,
day.
that's right.
Bars.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
bars.
Pull out game weak or what?
You're German, and it's D-Day.
Bro, what?
That's fire though.
Hey.
That's too funny.
Okay, so the last thing I wanted to end up with is Naro is going to be giving us, off the top, a
let's
little
get it.
sample, a little Costco sample of what he's got brewing.
Costco sample.
And then yeah, so here it is. Okay, it's coming off the 5 a.m. in Toronto instrumental.
Oh damn, that Drake beat. Let's get it.
Bro, you okay with
Do it.
following up that performance though? I don't know.
Yeah. I got you, Petey. I got
All
my
right,
nigga
bet.
Nick too. Look. I should restart it for me real quick. Let's start a little quick. Start it for me again. I got y'all boys. That shit's hard though. Hey,
Hold it up
Drizzy,
next- hold it up next to the
Drizzy
mic.
snap, but I got it from look.
Yeah.
Millennial mindset, tattoos in a podcast. My dog got 2 grinds, and you ain't on your grind yet. Like how I'm still up and ain't get paid for my rhymes yet. I guess it ain't time to sign on that dotted line yet. It's cool, I did with straight cash. I really do a sign check. I really need that rollie for my wrist for that time check. Cause all I'm into is getting money and bomb sex. Please don't take this shit out of context. Just cause I'm short, dog, don't think I got a complex. But when you hear my music, dog, you gon' say that I'm next. Look, cause one thing's for sure and another's for certain. That I'm to the grind, now I'm constantly working. And me and success, my bitch, we constantly flirting. I'm finna get the Maybach with the... Wait, I can't chill till I'm in that triple M with the curtains. And this shit off the top, dog, you know how I rock. I got Petey to the right, I got Nick to the left. Nick used to hit the Elwin balls all night. And this is how I get it, dog. Yeah, I lost it on the... I lost it on the...
That was really good.
Wait, keep it running, look.
Bet.
I get money in an SEC, I'm too official. I did this shit with no diploma. And you think I owe you? Fuck, I look like Oklahoma. Stop playing. Stop playing. I gotta stop it right there. I got you.
I love it, dog.
Hell
Nice,
yeah.
bro.
Hell
Good
yeah.
shit.
See, people don't understand how hard it is to jump on a mic Just go off the top, man. It is a different, and honestly, probably most of your top favorite rappers, especially in this mumble ass trash game that's out there, can never freestyle either.
Yeah,
so
no,
it's a different
crazy.
art.
Yeah.
100%. That was never my forte at all.
It's hard, man. It's hard. Well, Naro, on behalf of both myself and Pete, thank you for coming on today, man.
Absolutely.
man, for real.
Absolutely. I appreciate y'all boys.
Yeah.
Guys, seriously, his whole all of his music he puts on his platforms is really a vibe. If you're getting ready to go out on Friday, if you're in the gym pumping some weight, and you just want to be in a fired up, good mood, listen to his shit. It's really, really good. Yeah. He has my full and honest support. I know you just got to keep grinding with it and doing your thing.
Absolutely.
One more time, where can they find you?
You can find me everywhere. On Instagram, it's Prince_Naro. And then on every other platform, it's just Prince Naro, whether that's iTunes, Spotify, Deezer, or SoundCloud.
Amazing.
Hell yeah.
That's Prince Naro with an underscore on Instagram, but everything else is pretty much Prince.
Go listen to my last shit. My last shit was Cold Nights 2. And then the one before that was Quarantine Vibes. I did a mix of a whole bunch of old tracks. So
support your local people, support the people you know. Like we were just saying, it's going to come back tenfold. All love, man. Thank you so much. Guys, till next time, have a great week. Peace.